So Laravel comes with this feature where if the user is trying to access a page which is protected by authentication, he will be redirected to the login page, and once the user is logged in, he will be redirected back to the page he was trying to access. So Laravel essentially behind the scenes stores this URL as intended URL in the session, and all this happens automatically. And uh, Laravel uses this intended URL to redirect the user back to the intended page. But in a recent video by Josh Siri on X, what I learned about this is we can actually manually set this intended URL as well. So there is a method called set intended URL on the redirect facade. Let's see with this with an example. So as you can see, I have prepared three routes. One is dashboard, and the other two are get and post method for feedback form URL. Now as you can see over here, I'm doing is I'm checking whether there is a feedback completed flag set in the session, and if it is not set, we set the intended URL using this redirect in set intended URL, and we are setting this to the dashboard route itself, and then we are redirecting the user to the feedback form URL. Okay, over here. So once the user is redirected to the feedback form, he will be presented with this form, and once the user posts this form, we will set the feedback completed to true. And what we are doing is we are trying to redirect the user to the intended URL that we have previously set. And we can also set the default route if the intended URL is not set, that which is the home home route, right? So let's check this, and let's try to access the dashboard URL, right? So as expected, we redirected to the feedback form. Now if we, let's say, submit this form, we redirected back to the dashboard. Now as you can see, why this happened, because uh, in this case the feedback completed flag is set in the session, and since we have set intended URL to dashboard, we redirected back to the dashboard URL. And yeah, that's how it works, and I think it's pretty handy, since we can set intended URL manually, and it can be useful in the workflow like this. I have described this in this article on my website, on my blog, so you can check this out as well. I will drop the link to this article in the description, so you will be able to check it out. Thank you.